Hey you guys, it's Cherie, and here at Seattle Center around the fountain, just gonna kind of pan and basically want to talk about the fact that music, the arts, is a profession. And it is. I know I've said this before, but the reason why I do these broadcasts is to remind people, and to remind people that are not in the arts, to basically understand that when you choose to be an artist, when you aspire to be an artist who aspires to be a working paid artist, and hopefully a successful working paid artist based on what your desires are, that there is a way to do that, and that people need to stop telling us to do something on the side. And sometimes you get that advice because people don't know how to help you, your family, your friends, they don't know how to help you, and they are afraid for you. And so if they're afraid for you, what they want you to do is be safe. And so I completely understand that perspective, but it's something that I want to educate people about. I want to let them know, and that's why I came up with this Artist Life Coaching workshop series. And what I did was I wrote 2 curriculums, one for artists and one for parents. I also compiled about 257 pages of job descriptions. About 147 pages of that is entertainment industry job descriptions, and that includes film, video, TV, games, and then the rest of it is music industry job descriptions. For example, I had no idea that the person who flies the helicopter on a film set actually has a job description with qualifications. There are lots of jobs like that that none of us really know about because nobody's talking to us about it. And so really what I want to do is inform artists, inform parents, and say there are choices. You don't just have to be a starving artist. You can actually work this as a profession. Like, what are 1 or 2 other skills that you have? And work that in the industry. If you're performing or painting and you're not making enough money at it, you should be working in the industry to learn about the industry so you understand the industry you're working in, so you can understand how to get paid. I know that sounds like, really easy, but most people don't think that way. And so we artists need to really, really think that way and pursue this industry that way. We also need to say to our friends and family, we're choosing to work at this. So please don't advise me based on me not working at this or based on me failing at this. Don't assume I'm going to fail at something. Help me find a way to make a living at this, because this is what I want to do. Because the world without artists would be a very boring, stagnant place. And so we need artists. We also need working paid artists that can pay their rent and their bills, that can take vacation and all those things. It isn't necessary to work a 9 to 5, and that's the only way that you can have that. Artists do have that. A lot of artists do, and it isn't a choice between starving or being at the very top. There's lots of choices in between. And so what I say to you artists is part of your responsibility is to learn what other ways you can apply your skills in this industry, and then apply them. Go after it. If you want to be in the hotel business, and I always refer to hospitality because that was my backup, you have to work in the industry. Sometimes you get a degree in it and you can come out as a manager, but sometimes you got to start at the front desk or housekeeping and work your way up. That's the same thing we should be working in music, the arts. And that's all I want to say to people. That's what I want to inform people of. And I want us artists to be respected, but we have to respect ourselves too. So we have to do the work to get paid for it, and we have to sometimes say no to the work that really isn't good for us. But in general, we need to start with more knowledge. And that's what my Artist Life Coaching workshops are about. I know this video kind of went around the bend a little bit, but I'm an artist, so that's how I think. And I created these workshops not for me to lecture people, but for me to engage with the people in the workshops so that they can get answers for their career. It is very important, very, very important that we artists have a little bit more guidance for each one of us to be successful. I feel like that's really lacking. And so I created this series to really help artists. If you want to know more about it, check out my website at symiproductions.com. That's SYMI Productions.com. And as I said before, there is a story behind that name, and it comes from college. And one of these days I'll tell you guys about that. Or if you have any questions for me, you can contact me at Cherie, CHERIE, at symiproductions.com. So artists and parents and friends of artists, this is a profession. Music, the arts, is a profession. And when your aspiring artist comes to you and says they want to work at this, really help them find out how they can work at this. It is a profession. It can be done. People are doing it every day. And that's about it. I got nothing else to say today. I will have something else to say another day. Okay, peace, you guys.